in this video I made this key to this box where we turn on our electricity. I don't really know what it's called in English, but it's a kind of breaker box, but only to turn the electricity on. So I didn't actually have calipers or anything like that, so I just measured on a small wooden stick, and then when I got home I did the actual measuring. Then I started by importing a reference image that I took just straight from to get an idea of the bowing and things. So in Fusion 360 you can actually calibrate the image by just selecting 2 points, and I measured that between the 2 points of this triangle shape thing which the key will go around. It's 6 millimeters, so or 10 by 6, so that's what I put in. So now we have this as a reference to scale the other things. I won't follow that directly, but yeah, it's good to have, especially for the bowed parts, to get an idea of how they turn out. This was actually kind of an experiment, just because I didn't have anything to measure with. I measured with calipers at the end just to show how exact I got, and it was pretty good, so that's really good. Actually, it could have been completely wrong, then I would have to redo it later, but now it worked out. So there's a hole in the center which was 6 millimeters, so I made it 5.6 to get some tolerance, but I actually removed that later because yeah, it wasn't necessary, and just the point where it could break. I also made the outer circle, and now the hardest part, which is actually making this triangle shape, because it's not even a regular triangle. So to do this I actually made just one line, and then copied that with the circle pattern or something it's called to 3 ways to get the 3 different corners. I then took a line and dragged that between them to get the regular triangle, and later I used circles that I put 20 millimeters from the inside to get the bowed part. I also made these slightly further out later, I think, to get the part even more bowed, to be sure that it would fit. But that's how I made the basic shape for the actual key that would fit on. So quite simple. Pretty much the only thing was that I didn't have anything that I could measure with, but it turned out well. So this is absolutely something that you can do without having that good tools. Even just a regular tape measure would have been much easier than this. So 3D printing doesn't actually have to be that complicated. Here you can see me extruding the part right here. You can see I missed the part for the center, but as I said, I will be removing that later as well, just because it's easy to break off when there's a lot of small parts. So here we have the actual shape that will go around, so you can turn the lock. Here I've finished it up a bit with some chamfers and things, and now is also the time where I'll be removing this center part, just because I didn't think it was necessary. So I'll just extrude that backwards and remove it completely, and then just have this that goes on. Every time when I make something for 3D printing, I try to make it as simple as possible, just because especially FDM 3D printing isn't that precise, and to eliminate failures it's better to make more basic shapes. And after that I just make a really simple handle for it. It was really hard to print it, and I really don't like using support, so I actually then take and flatten one of the sides. But first I just make a small handle just like this, and add some holes as well for putting on it on a key ring or anything like that. Also a small tip: if you have faces that you want to get rid of, you can actually just press them and hit delete, and if they are small it will usually just remove them, so you can get a lot cleaner model with not that many small faces. So now, as I said, I'll be flattening this bottom side right here, so I can print it with the actual key upwards. That makes that not have any overhangs or anything, and no of the other parts need support either, so I'm really happy that I could make that work. So here you can see pretty much the finished model. I think I added some more chamfers as well, but then we go on to printing it out. Just regular PLA 0.3 layer height on my Ender 3. It actually turned out well as well, but because there are so little surface area touching the actual build plate, it nearly came off, so I had to add some hot glue on it, and that wasn't my best idea because it was really hard to get the glue off to get other prints to stick after, but it did make this one work a lot better. You can see it's not that clean because I made it at 0.3 layer height, but I was really lucky with my measurements, and I did make some tolerances as well, but it fits absolutely perfectly on the lock, so I'm really happy with this, and this is one of the things that makes 3D printing so useful. You can actually use it for your everyday things. Here I just measure a bit after to see. I was pretty much 0.2 millimeters off or something like that, but I did measure with the calipers on the wood stick that I put the measurements on, so it was quite good. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.